Sorry, you guys, I switched the time on you. Hello, hello. I'm going to yeah, this is information I want to get out. Let me give this 5 minutes. Let's see. I'll give it 3 minutes to start. Hi, Rachel. First one in. Welcome. I am really sorry, you guys, that I'm starting this early, but I thought it was important to get it out there because later I might have a different schedule. Um, Welcome to WCIA. Everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, that's so great. Oh, I love that. Um, so let's see. Yep, I'm going to give it a few minutes. Um, what I have here, thumbs up on your way in, please. It really, really does help you guys, as well as subscribing. Um, Wait 1 second as we wait. Hold on. One minute. I needed to get a Halls. Hi, long gone. Welcome, welcome. Yes, as well as subscribe if you haven't yet. Be amazing. Sorry, I'm putting a cough drop in my mouth because when I work hard over here, or how should I say it? The spirits work hard over here on me. My throat just gets so dry. Welcome in, guys. Welcome, welcome. Yes. What I'm giving here today is just a thought to think about, right? Because I'm here for entertainment purposes as well as educational, I'd like to think. And I'm going to be presenting something today that I want the listeners here that are going to hear this keep an open mind to what you're looking at. Keep an open mind to what you are witnessing. I'm not going to tell you or give you information prior. I want you guys to evaluate, look at the pictures with an open mind and without any kind of opinion of what you think you see. So you're going to be saying something like this to yourself. Today, I'm not going to look at these photos and think, oh, this is just someone throwing fire. You're not going to do that because that's what your mind wants to tell you. That is how it was presented. It's fire throwing. So people are going to be looking at the videos as, oh, I see what he told me to see. I see what I have been told and programmed to see. So that's what they want you to do. They want you to look at the videos and the photos and believe what they're telling you. So it's really, really up to the listeners that come here to help bring justice to the missing children. I'm asking you guys to look and come up with your own thoughts. I'm not telling you today what I think and what I'm channeling. I already did my channeling based on what you're going to look at. Right? If in fact you actually see, without anyone telling you what to see, matches my elements for the last year and a half, you will then recognize how I do this and what this channel is about. You will then understand what I'm doing here. I am trying to show a different way and unprogram you to stop thinking that everything that people tell you on YouTube is the fucking truth. They have a great thing going. And when in fact the answers and the story is right in front of you, you're not going to see anything that you have never seen before, or you're not going to see anything that no one told you to look at. So they're coming up with, this is basically my channeling today, but I'm not giving you opinion. I'm giving you not an opinion. I'm giving you my technique on how I do this. And I'm going to keep quiet on what I see. I'm going to explain to you your aha moment you're going to have here. The answer is it's because someone told you not to look there. And once you actually just look beyond, behind, above and below their storyboard, you will see something else. Take away the storyboard you have been told to listen to. So if in fact you're saying in your head, yes, this is the neighbor doing the flame throwing 2 months ago when these Idaho 4 students were murdered. This is an example. I'm not talking about him directly. I'm not passing judgment or saying that he is guilty here. You cannot do that until justice has been served by the law. That's not what I do, not my problem. I don't give a shit what happens with this dude. I'm not even going to mention his name because it's not about him. It's not about you, dude. It just is killing me right now because it's really killing me right now because I know I'm going to teach people. It just is being channeled through me right now that not only are the stories of the children important for me to channel, but it's important for me to channel how the fuck to get to the children. And the only way you could do that to bring them justice is to unplug from the stories they have fucking told you. That's a flame throwing. All I did was just in the backyard, just doing flames. I am teaching the people that come to this channel to look above and beyond, above and behind, in your face shit, what you have told them. Strike what they have told them. Take it out. Do not listen. Look. Turn on their channels and turn the volume off. This is the neighbor of the Idaho 4 kids that were murdered. I don't know if it was a night, it says 2 months. And this video has given me, not about him, the opportunity to use it to show you the sacrifice. So you now get to go watch this, and let me tell you, you need to see above and beyond what they have told you to look at. So if I were to take this one photo, you guys, this whole entire live is important. This whole live. I also made a video. I made a video to end it with. So this is him. Take a moment. I need you to look at this photo and look at it as you don't know what it is. Take out the information that they have told you to see. They have not told you to see what you are thinking about right now. They have not mentioned it. That is why no one sees it. When you stop and look at it this way, and you look at the face, and you look at the elements, and you look at his hand, what do you see? Correct. This is what I've been saying for a year and a half. It's not what they're intending it to be. So truth is within all of their videos. Every video shows the truth. Everyone has, so think it this way, everyone has their own truths. Why? Because everyone sees it differently depending on how you were taught and told what to see, or through your own experiences over and over and over and over. So people that are in these situations that are getting brainwashed, so the ones that are getting brainwashed could only see what they're told to see. It's definitely not flame throwing. Everyone's reality is different. But at the end of the day, there's only one physical thing that could be going on in this picture. Not all of it is going on. That's where the truth lies. That's where the truth lies. And if no one's going to talk about it, no one's going to fucking see it. If no one's going to point out the fact that all of this is going on in front of our eyes, and they're not going to say, oh yeah, whoa. You guys, the more you watch of them, think of this. As much as these guys keep bombarding the internet and throwing you shit on YouTube, you know why? They're like, oh, no. They have to look this way. They have to look at this. Don't know shit. They're looking at the element that we don't want them looking at, you guys. Put it in the background and tell them to look at something else. Who's the idiot now? We are. We are. No offense. But they get the program. Get the program. They know how to do this. And they're winning. They're fucking winning. How? Because they're only telling you what to look at. Don't look at the other thing. And God forbid you do, bam. Watch what happens to the internet. I'm talking YouTube. All these stories of blah, blah, blah. Really trying to look the other way. If you think that everyone is working on separate pages, no. They're all working together. I personally think there's a reason why they're doing this Natalie thing. They really want us to get our eyes out of the USA. Because that whole thing is like such a bullshit thing that they put together. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. Don't look that way. That whole entire story it's nonsense. Boston, thank you for the $5 super sticker. Thank you. They have a good thing going, and notice how there's one channel. And to me, I say, well, of course it's that channel. They're doing what they've always done. And they're receiving what they've always received. Evil Exists is the only one who gets into these stories, and evil exists if you recognize a pattern. The pattern is evil exists. Imagine that he's the hook to the fishing rod. It's almost like evil exists. This is what I see in my third eye. Is sitting behind his desk holding a fishing pole. And he's waiting for the direction and where to place his hook. Hey dude, go get these listeners over here. Let's get them all over to the right. You got to move them. And I feel like he's the one who reels it in. I can't explain it. Like he's the first one to have this particular information that fits to me inside of a container. He's the hook. We're the bait. He reels us all in and throws us over to the right. That's why YouTubers are never going to solve a crime. Of course you're not. You're only going to solve the crimes when they want you to solve the crimes. They might really need that Madeleine McCann because they know that that's going to take up a lot of energy depending on how they want to play it. Well, they want us all over there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't listen. Watch. Just watch. That's my intro to today. So, it's not about him. Don't look at him. Look at the elements and try to find the elements that I have taught my listeners here. Do not do what they want you to do. If you keep doing what they want you to do, you and I are always going to get what we've always got from everyone. Nothing. Do it differently. Look for the elements that we have been talking about. And let me tell you, I'm not trying to brainwash you over here. These elements show up in every video I have shown. Turn him off. Now what I'm going to do is put it up here. Reset the color. Saturation, let's see. Let me see what happens. So the colors are very color coordinated in their stuff. When you reset the color, this is when certain people see what they need to see because it's already in there. But the other side that is looking at the truth and they see the truth, they're only going to see the lights. Because the lights are the only thing that is repeat elements within these stories. The lights. That is the story that these kids are being tortured with. The kids are being tortured with the story that I see. That's that's representative of the Summer Moon Wells missing children, Idaho 4, Kylie Rodney, Harmony Montgomery, Madeline McCain. There's a Lisa in there. I don't know why they say mini me. This is the story that their minds see. And this is what represents the blood. All of these pictures are within, I'm going to show you a video at the end. All of these pictures are within the video. I try to grab the ones that are more representative of my storyboard over here, and they always seem to be in the videos that I'm looking at. So this is what's between the frames. Now, just so everyone knows, I have sent this in to the FBI guy that I send my stuff to and copied Moscow police. This, I not only sent the presentation to them, but I sent them the video to show them how easy it is to get these pictures. Hold your cursor down, pull it across without letting it go, and look at the pictures in the box. That's all this is these are just the pictures in the box. This video is done really wrong. That's all that is, you guys. It's the picture in the little box that shows up. And while I'm doing that, I tape it on my phone. And then when you watch it on your phone is when you could stop it in between. You can't stop it in between on your computer. You have to get it on your phone. So you videotape it, sit back, get comfortable, make sure your arms are comfortable, your elbows, and fiddle with it with the video by looking at it back and forth and without lifting your thumb, and look in the window, because now you're going to get another window that you could go super slow. That's all it is. It's nothing like, wow, that's so crazy. How'd you think of that? No, I didn't think of it. That's what they thought of, saying, wow, that is probably the only thing that's the only thing that if they want to see our videos, they'd have to think of putting on their phone and putting their thumb on there and not lifting it and going really slow. And then if you set it back to your computer and tape it and go back in your phone, you have another layer. And bam, look what we see. We're not all programmed to listen to a programmed person. I wasn't raised that way. Um, and my parents told me just whatever, even though they hated and didn't want me to talk about dead people, and I was, flying across the house and watching you sleep. I think I lost them there. Oh, wait. 1 second. So that's like when I lost them, but it's I forgot what I was talking about. Fuck. I hate when that happens. See, I got distracted. That's what happens. Um, so again, look at the lights. Look at this photo. I talk about here elements in these crazy things that fly in the air and they're all over the sky and they're whatever and they're just in every video. These are the elements that I've talked about. I'm not going to tell you what to see. I'm showing you that what to look at. And then you come to your own conclusion. And your conclusion really isn't going to be what they told you it is. But they have a great thing going with this brain shit. Seriously, think about it. Oh, long gone. You did it too. Oh my god, I used to fly everywhere and see things. And the more I talked about it to my parents, I think they were extremely concerned. Even though I'm like fifth generation, right? My mom's side, and they used they rather have it turn into anxiety. Like, oh yeah, I know where you were today, blah blah blah. And then I would tell them places that I've been that I never was. I'm like, and then I would say as a child, well, maybe I just went with you. Maybe my spirit went with you. Like if your mind doesn't wrap around shit like that, and your child says that's you, it's it's the problem, right? Yeah. So did I. I could do it today. Like that's how. Actually, that's they what's that called? It's when you project yourself. Projection. Um, Actually, I think I've done that all my life is projection and was I go other places and I could see it, and that's what I do in my third eye. So when I see things, I could see that this guy, there's a sky here, and it's not where he says it is, and I see things like that, and I always thought that's just what I see. Like I would be like, oh, that's my that's not my memory, or it's my creativity because I'm extremely creative. Yes, you are, Lori. Yes, you are. Um, um, but it wasn't until I started speaking just lately, like I, and I'm like, oh wow, and I don't know, Lisa Williams. Lisa Williams is very good. You guys should. She's a great teacher. Um, did the seminar, blah blah blah. Like I'm like I don't know what I see. They're like just say the first thing what just came in your head. Like just say what just came in your head. I'm like, all right. And I didn't know that those thoughts that came into my head were thoughts that other people don't get. You know, so I it took me until Summer Moon Wells, believe it or not, even though I've done this my whole life, to show me how to use it correctly. Because the way I use it, I think sometimes scares people and they stay away, or they don't know anything about me, and shit happens, and I'm like, yeah, this is just who I am. Like if I faint or do this or blah blah blah, whatever. But Lisa Williams' class, Summer Moon Wells, taught me that what's coming through my head, like what I see, are are being given through spirit. Now other people be like, oh my god, she needs to see a fucking doctor. Oh my god, she thinks that there's just the voice in her head. That's what I used to allow that to affect me. Like, oh, okay, don't say that to a doctor. They're gonna lock you up. I'm like, oh my god, I can't say that because they're gonna throw me in like an institution. Like these are all my own thoughts that kept me from talking about it. But now I have a space here with YouTube And it's not about me not showing who I am. It's more about it works for me this way. Because when I see people in front of me, I think they're going to judge me. What if I am crazy? What if this is really fucked up and it's, what is it? That doesn't happen that doesn't happen anymore. So anyone could come in here and do whatever the fuck they want on my channel or say whatever. I don't care. And it's feels so good to say out loud, I don't give a fuck what you think of me. Excuse the language. That took years to get to. Years for me to get there. And why? Because I allowed, kind of like this, other people's reality to become mine. And it's really different. And the day that Summer Moon Wells, it took months. You guys were here with me growing with what I do. It took months to get there, but once I was there, it was like, when I say an aha moment, I mean like pick my body up, put me on the other side of the window. And that's what she's done. So I and now see it the clearest for myself, and I'm not looking through the window of the predators that are creating this shit. So I can see it clearly and understand that no one could come in here and put a fucking thumbs down. I mean, it's so immature. That's why I say it really shows where that person is in their life, because I've been there. I've been there. It scares them very much to see someone that's not like them, that they want you to resonate with them and be them. So all day long, the people that come into these YouTube things and they bully and they're mean and people commit suicide over it. If they could only understand that that person is so very lost that when someone comes across and sees things really differently and see things that really a lot of people don't see, it scares them so badly because they're hiding the truth behind themselves. If that makes sense. So it hurts them so badly to see someone who's beautiful. Like I could look at a woman that's how I met my very good friend in LA at the Oscars. I looked at her. I'm like, you are so fucking gorgeous. Like you're the most gorgeous woman I think I've ever seen. And in order to get there and have someone to be like that and speak that like I did, you have to be in a really comfortable place with yourself. Because most people want that so badly, so they'll be like, oh my God, cover your tits. Oh my God, look what she's wearing. Oh my God, her hair, it's just disgusting. Oh my God, she must have had so much face shit done to her face. That's like what people do when they come here and put a thumbs down. It's makes them very uncomfortable. In order to really connect long gone, it is trauma's hard. I think that I I'm first getting through this even stronger now because Summer Moon Wells got me where I needed to go. And I was coming out of trauma from my daughter's Hodgkin's lymphoma. And then we went into the pandemic. And all of those things do change you. But if you flip it, I flipped it when we were in the massacre. There are 9 of us. We're with the 150 people in the middle of the, right in the middle, where the bullets were flying past me. Like, when I realized that there's like 9 of me, 9 of my family members, and there's maybe 150 tops, 52 of them were injured. None of my family, like, I'm like, nothing made sense to me. And then that's when I think I started listening to myself, even more so. So I think trauma can be used in a very powerful way to better who you are. That's why trauma is there, long gone. Trauma is there to create an opportunity for you. And that's what you do when you come to the channel. You're creating these opportunities that feel comfortable to you, and unfortunately, there aren't enough places for people to go do that. Instead, they're being ridiculed for being different. So, any hoot. Wow. Oh, I think my daughter's here. Wow, that was. Oh, that's really funny. When I do channeling, just in this very moment, um, let me see who's here. In this very moment, I thought it was like an hour and a half. And it's been 36 minutes. Look at these pictures, you guys. Oh, I didn't even tell you what I told you I saw in the class. I just realized that the lady said, hold this, put this in your hand. It was actually one of the exercises. And tell me what you see. They're like, just put anything in the person across your hand and they'll tell you what they see. She put this thing I was paired up with someone. She put this thing in my hand. I actually could see it right now as I'm talking about it. And when someone says, "Oh, tell me the first thing you see," it's like you forget that you see nothing because they've frightened you. You're like, oh my god, I have to think about it. And the first thing that popped to my head, I saw it. I didn't say anything because I'm like not recognizing that that's the answer. Um, and that's what they teach you, to recognize that's the answer. So she looks at me. She's like, just, I know you. And the girl there is also, she's there because she has the same abilities, right? She's like, I know you. Just say what's in your head right now. Like, just say what you see. I'm like, I went into. I said, okay, I see the. Are these your dog's ashes? I see a dog, and I see. I told what the dog looked like. I went into where the dog sits on the couch, where he'd like to sit on her feet, like the whole thing, and I was correct. And I'm like, wow. And that moment was really powerful. Because I'm like, I got a confirmation. I'm like, oh, wow. They just confirmed that that's the story that I saw. So in those moments, the more you work with it, you're like, oh, these thoughts are, they were just confirmed. Like that's what you're holding in your hand. And even though I know I could do this, people in this industry do need still need the confirmation. Still need the confirmation or affirmation or whatever it is. Because in the other sense, you just think it's something, either you're crazy or it's just something that you thought about. That's all. So this is the guy in the neighbor. This is what I am showing you. This is a very important. Like I said, I'm going into massive detail. I think I am. I don't even know. I can't wait to listen back to myself. Um, Maybe I don't want to. Anyways, these photos give the story of the summer moon Wild's missing children. I'm going to say the Idaho 4 directly. Um, these photos I'm showing you because this is the story. But I'm not telling you what I see because I want you to figure out what you see first. Like, what do you see first? Like, what is it that it's telling you? Because what it's telling you is the story. And people are not going to see it until they learn how to stop listening to people that are telling them what they should see. I'm not going to tell you. Might tell you later. But this is an exercise. This video gave me great opportunity for me to show you what's going on here. So when I say certain channels are getting louder and louder and louder about the dumbest things, like I'm like, oh, I cannot. Why are they talking about this? Like, I don't like when there's hello, look over here. It's like someone saying, look over here, and someone on the other side really telling you, don't you look. No, no, no. And then if you say what you saw, they make you feel uncomfortable with it. So then you stop seeing it. They're teaching you everything. They're teaching you how to be a human. They're like, that's what they're doing. See? I believe that this is their story, and it has always been here. And I am showing it's not just, it's all of the cases that I have talked about the story. These represent what's going on. They show you elements that should not be in this video. Here, I'm just showing you these 4 pictures in different lighting. See that? Do you guys see the left-hand corner? Does this look like the same person? Do you see anything on his back? These elements go all the way back to the family that I just showed you. All of these elements come from the same people. All of them. And the point that, the sad thing is, I can open up any of these photos. If questioned by the police, like, I don't understand what makes you so sure that these elements are in every case that you are covering. Well, all I need to do is copy and paste it and show you what's behind the flame. Show you, the things that are above the fire. I mean, it's like your eyes will play tricks on you because you want to see it. They do not want you to. They don't. These are the only thing I'm showing you are the small little photos that are in the corners of the pictures. That's it. There is a truth for everyone to see their own truth, right? But at the end of the day, The physical truth, the physical evidence, the physical information needs to all be the same picture before this. That has to happen in order for them to get justice. I am not saying, oh, look over here at my story. Look over here at my story. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, look for yourself. If I could show you here an element. So here's this one. See the face? I'm pointing it out because I'm going to show you how this is done. Each corner of the pictures have this. The difference is I know what to look for because I know what these faces are doing. I see that they change while they're going through this system systematically. You have to really look. It's not going to be just sitting there waiting for you to look at. It's not going to be like nice and big and bright. It's going to be dark and little and not bright. They want you to look at the bright things around the person. That's why it's created that way. This here, you guys, this is a joke. This hasn't been looked at, I don't know, by the authorities. I don't even know. But this is the same element that I've been showing you guys that goes in the water. Right here. Every victim has one of these. It's made of wood, goes in the water. These are the things that light up. There's the V. I mean, this is not the guy throwing fire. Period. But it's in his video. This is the story of all the victims. Right here. And the fact that that isn't even like what this video is about is, to me, enough information to go see what the fuck is going on. Here is the child or whoever is being victimized. This is in the video. This should not be in there anywhere. Nowhere. Match it up, law enforcement. It's all there. Here are all the little pieces. Let me blow it up. Some of these pictures are really, really clear. They weren't covered at all because I'm thinking that they just probably said, no one, like, why would someone even look at this shit? Look what's there. So these are really there, see? So they didn't cover this up at all because it was, this is from the big photo, not the little teeny one. This is from the main frame. So this is the neighbor just flame throwing, and this is in there as clear as can be because it's not the small one. So these are in the big ones, you guys. See? The guy with the head in flames, that's in the big one. This isn't hidden. So the law enforcement, If they really want to go look at this to see what the story is about, just play the video. This is, hello. I'm sure these elements matched the crime scene. There's no way it doesn't. No way. See? Everything is symbolic for them. I see it. It's stuff that I point out. It's all here. Down there is a whole different person. So, this shit is right in front of us. All the crazy stuff that they wanted you to see. Only if you saw it, they have told you that it's not there. It's crazy. That's for the law enforcement to figure out what's there over and over and over and over and over. What face, what characters, what elements, what shapes, they don't change. They haven't changed since I have looked at Lori Vallow's. All the way to Lori Vallow. So here, let me pop it up. I never could tell if you guys could see it big or small. But I'm just going to turn this so you could get a grip on what this is. So that's the equipment. We're going down into a hole. It's, oh, see, I shouldn't be saying it. Oh, I want you guys to see it. It's all the same information. That's what's so easy. That's what's so easy for the law enforcement, because all they got to do is do cookie cutter. Look at that one. These are all the elements. Let me turn it upside down and show you what it looks like this way. This is what I did to do with all of them. Look at that. Take that one and turn it. There's the story. The story is every which way you turn. This is, what you're looking at is the sacrifice. What you're looking at could be copy and pasted into Kylie Rodney's party that they said she was at on the beach. This is the cookie cutter. These are the crazy things that you saw in Kylie Rodney's videos. These are the crazy things you saw in Summer Moon Wells' pictures. Oh my God. Idaho 4s is hilarious. They have so many, and then they had to keep sending you so many so you stopped looking at the old ones. That's how I saw it. I think that's what their philosophy is. You could turn any of these things. Look at this dude's face. Right here. I don't know if you saw this one before. They're the elements. It's when you look at these things, if you guys are go get them, don't forget to turn them, flip them, because the cookie cutter is made to look at any different direction. You're going to see a different story. It's so don't think that you're like, oh no, I'm losing it. You're not. That's a face. So, for all we know, you're looking at the Idaho 4's heads. I'm serious. What page is this? 16. Wait. Oh my God. I'm like, where is this from? Oh, you guys. I tell ya. Here. For all we know. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 heads here. And then there's the big one. I think that this symbolizes the Idaho 4. But there's more than 4. I could tell you that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the fishy. Here's the fishy. Here's the green face on his head. Like I showed you years and years and years ago, the girls that I said were Robin. See this? I have to show you. I can't help myself. So if I were to do an apples to apples, this is super freaking easy because one I got one had Benny's head I have with this Don's, and one that's perfectly looks like this are the girls that go to the Fender's farm. This is the fishy that is with Summer. Same thing. This turns into the green face. Or is that the green face? This is the right here. Here. You could find all of this in Kylie Rodney's video. But wow. So, page 16. As you could see, the elements that are popping up have nothing to do with the flamethrower. See the top? It's the buggy. I'm going to cheat a little. This one really shows everything. I mean everything. Alright, I have to start cheating and telling you what I see. I can't help myself. This one right here. Let me see if I can brighten it. The problem is when you brighten it too bright, then you only see the light. So this here is the same thing that Summer Moon Wells was in. That's the buggy thing. The wheels, they're pulling it. This is like, it sort of looks like the carriage. All could be cookie cutter. More. Showed you that picture. It's these are the sacrifices. I don't know who these people are. Um, but if you look, they're the elements that like fly in the sky. They could be copy and pasted. Let me show you, identical to the ones that I have. I mean, when I say identical, here I'll show you one real close up. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. These items here, I can match perfectly to the Idaho 4 and to Kylie's case. Right? Turn it to the side. Watch. So this video, they have these here, the critters, we call them here, and those critters don't change. They are elements. And they are consistently throughout this video. You guys, I'm still going with this, but the video I'm going to show you, it's blowing my mind. Like the video contains two creators. This is a close-up of the face that doesn't look like the guy that we know. I want you to notice the elements around the face. And the element down in the bottom right-hand corner. So you know that this video, I'll show you what it looks like where I got these, but let me turn this. A video doesn't allow you to maneuver like this, right? So I'm showing you the stuff first. So this is the top right-hand picture. There's your element. Now is see, now it's hard for you to see the face because I turned your perception. I just flipped you upside down. So you're like, what the fuck? Where'd that come from? Right, you didn't see it because it's upside down. When I turn it and show it to you the correct way, it's quite amazing that it's there. It's part of the strategy they have. I showed you that. I showed you this. Here, notice what's on his back. Here, the face is also covered. It's hard to see it. I tried to blow it up. Just a close-up of the fingers. In the bottom left-hand corner photo, I thought was interesting. Look above the head. Look at this. Right here. So do you see those little things that are coming into the picture to the right-hand side? I think that's what they call snowballs. I don't know, but they're throughout the video. Here's the person. I believe this is one of the victims. And the feet don't match the body. Those are elements again that are very clear. Look what's happening in this picture. Okay? Let me crop it for you. So let's get the big flame out of the way because it's very disruptive. Look what's back there. See, when you take away the light, take the light away. So this here is a sacrifice. That's what this is. But no one's looking because you're not told to look, and it's basically hiding. It's a pretty insane game that they're playing. And the guilty that have this strategy are winning. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. You know? It's what they are. Deep fakes are real. Covering faces are real. This is messed up. This one to me is so messed up because the elements, this is the sacrifice. You see that it's on it's on the sticks. This is the whole thing. Welcome to the story of the Summer Moonwell's missing children, which include every frickin' case I've talked about. This is it. This is the story, you guys. This is very self-explanatory. It's so funny because I think it's so funny. Someone said it to me, and I watch their channel. They're like, "Oh my god, that's so self-explanatory." I'd be like, "Okay, what the fuck is wrong with that lady?" I don't mean to laugh. I get just so, you guys. It's so it sucks up the soul as I do it. I mean, it's a good thing for me to be doing this, but it's just as funny to me because I mean I see the whole story here because it's being told. I see it from start to finish, right? So for me, this is like again, this would be the cover of a chapter of the book. If ever if anyone wants to write it, um here, I'm going to cheat and show you one of my main faces. So each sacrifice gets one of these smiley faces. So most likely you would be able to match this case up to this is listen up, law enforcement. Listen. If you want to know who this person is in these cases that you can't seem to figure out what to look at, this is the face of the person that was sacrificed. So you probably could go find this on Ethan. Do not laugh. Each one of the cases has one. So you could go do that. Match this shit up. Match the faces up. Like, instead of doing what you guys keep doing without getting any results, without thinking it's so secretive, nothing about this is secretive. You don't have to keep it secretive because they don't care. Here's his face. So, if anyone here thinks that that's the guy's face, then you really need to stop listening to people telling you what to think. If you don't understand that, it's so not funny. I'll tell you what happens. I'm laughing and giggling, and I get this way after like channeling in a reading because there's a sense of excitement that this part of the story is being shown. Like, so the spirits are really happy. It's a big deal. These are major photos for them. So, it's, I do that all the time. I laugh and giggle, and means nothing other than I'm telling the story as they're telling it to me. So they're happy. So they're showing me their whole story, and it's matching. No one's being disrespectful. And it's a tough thing for them to do. That means I heard them. And I'm able to tell their story. And this is a very somber photo for them. This is a very real photo. This is a very close to home photo to the victims that were touched by this. This is a very intense picture. See the A frame? So don't look at the light. Look at the elements that I have showed you. Let me take the light out. This, for law enforcement, this is a super, super easy copy and paste picture, right? As a cookie cutter to every case. I knew that there was a reason I had to keep this. That's the body and top of the body. That thing right there, you guys, is hanging on Kylie Rodney. This is hanging on her, and it's also hanging on the Beeston girl in the car that I said is Kylie Rodney. This exact thing this could be found in the cases. All of this. All of these pieces could be found at the scene. I told you this was a somber photo. This is a very, very real, like when I say real, even though I'm saying they're all real, right? The layers upon this photo are not there for me. So because I see this so crisp and clear, I get more of the more of a read from it. Like when something is easier to read, to me, that's telling me that it's the closest to the truth. So sometimes um, I'll be like, this is the closest to the truth that I'm going to get. So there's certain photos that I've said that to throughout my almost probably 600 photos. I'm like, this picture, I could hear myself saying it, this picture is the closest to the truth that I'm going to get. That's how I say it. And that's how I feel about this photo. This is the closest to the truth I'm going to get. Basically, going to get as an image to show you guys. Let me turn it a little. See how it looks different even this way. It's a very powerful photo. And it brings me back to this. So how my consciousness worked and my spirit guides was that photo and that information and what I just showed you brought me to the videos and this video that I'm going to show you that I just put together. Because when you play this guy's video, the music hit me really hard. I'm like, I've heard this before. Like, I have heard this before. And I found it. This guy in here, I believe there's a cave somewhere and there's gatekeepers, right? This guy somehow is some sort of the gatekeeper to some area. And the picture up in the corner, this one, is what matched to what I just showed you. So this is why this is one of the last photos. What I just showed you in that guy's video, you got to follow because I'm going to put this together. I saw throughout that presentation all the exact same elements that I see and saw in this video. This video did the same thing. They showed the same information, which brought me to the person that created it, and I went backwards to see where, where it brings me. And I found the video that had the same music. I'm going to show you the music. Do you guys see how what you just saw matches this? See the bottom? Oh. see how spirit works. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm so good that I'm actually freaking myself out. You guys, the picture that I just said that's going to be so important, these are a fucking match. Holy Mother of God. Do you guys, oh my God, my head. Do you guys understand? This brings it together. This here is from the flamethrower that lives next to the Idaho 4. I'm freaking out because I didn't know that this was going to happen. This comes from, I believe this, well, the presentation is Tina Simley's from Predator Nation. That all matches to me. This here is from the freaking family that I've been following. This picture, or is it, it is. This is identical. You guys, these are identical. These are identical. Oh my God. Is this Tina? Wait a minute. So this here, oh my goodness. So this here has, I think, I gotta see if this came from Tina's. Are very important people to find them. Now, the music, let me show you the video. The music that wait, let me fire. Okay, wait. This is the music I'm showing you. This music that you're going to hear is a mixture of Tina's music and this guy's music. They play the same music. The two of them are doing the same movements. Whatever is around this person that I see, what I see is it's not about her. I'm not passing judgment. Again, it gives my spirit guides a moment to explain and express what they're seeing. And what I see through my third eye are the people and everything around her. Like I see the ceremony the same thing as we just did. As what's happening here. So I've always seen that when I saw this video of Tina's. When I went back to look at this guy's video, the neighbor, the reason I went back to look at it is because it gave my spirit guides the opportunity to show the story and how it matches. There's reasons I find things and I put them to the side and come back. This video is also about this. This is what they're doing. This video is 9 minutes. I put it together with photos and I went back and forth and mixed both music side by side as the background noise. This video is 9 minutes long. Get comfortable and make sure to just watch it with no expectation or pre-thought of what you think it is. Just go with what you see. So I've taken the music, spliced it and put it side by side, and I put in both of their information so you could see it side by side. I'm going to play it and it's going to last 9 minutes. Here it goes.
Every light.
I think that's it. Okay, so that's the video I put together. Um, my spirit guides are telling me that both storyboards that I just gave you tell the same story. They give the same journey and they match the same as if I was showing you the sacrifices of all the people I talk about. That this is and it's almost like it almost have like a little sad feeling, like what they're saying is even though they're excited, but they're also worried that even though this is the best, the very, very, very best information that is closest to the truth that I could give. With that being said, I'm saying it, I'm channeling. Like with a little bit of a breath. Like this is how the spirits feel. It's a sweet, sour thing for them. They're giving it as like the last giving. Like okay, so this is what I'm saying. Like my hands are giving you like the book. This is what they're telling me what I just gave you. My arms are going out together as two hands that's holding a book. And the book is still in the hands, but it's being pulled. It's being pulled to the left and to the right. They're stretching it. They're stretching the book. The book is being stretched. This book is the oldest book of ancient times. The very oldest book, and whoever is on the other side is pulling it. It's stretching, but my side has not let go. I'm still holding it. and it's turning to gray. It's gray, and now it's stuck. So now what just happened in my third eye is I'm holding this book. Someone is trying to pull it out of my hands. I have not let go. Whoever this is cherishes it, even though we see what we see, and we look at it as death, horrible, terrible, horrific. They don't. So this is their. Okay, I get it. Okay, so I'm getting it. This is their truth, the best to their ability they could show us. It may look horrific to us, they say, but they're really trying to hold on to the ancient times, ancient book, but they just can't anymore. And they're pulling it, they're darkening it, they're pulling it, they're really trying to take it from the ancient ancestors. And what we just saw was something that has to do with they need to let go. And what I'm saying is they need to let go of that book. It's because they haven't let go and they're doing other things and they're stretching it this way, it's creating darkness. It needs to just be let go. And then what happens is it just swirls into the air. It's gone, like it's swirling away. So whatever this is needs to, they're trying to let go of it. They're trying to take it. That's what I see. And that's what we saw in both videos. And they do come together as one, as I showed you. This was a very important telling live today, you guys. This is what it looks like today, which I guess is a little stretched, and that's probably because they have more options. That is crazy how. Let me grab this thing. Because I use the word crazy, but really what it is, it's spirit. It has to be. See, so when things like this happen, and I know for a fact I didn't put this together because of it. I wasn't even paying attention to the pictures much. I was saying that it's the same information, not knowing that these were identical. It's just unreal to me. All right. You guys, this was wonderful. Thank you for my super chat. I think I need some hot tea. Thank you, mods. Muffin Top and Judy. Woohoo! We're in the house. Thank you for keeping everything amazing. Make sure to visit. I hope the other t-shirts that I mailed out, I hope everyone's enjoying them. I actually put two free gifts in there because I'm like, what the heck. Um, that's it for today. Let's see if this makes a difference. Let's see if it's acknowledged. It matches Idaho 4. Idaho 4 and Kylie really perfectly. You guys, thank you, thank you, thank you for your support and for giving me this platform for everyone to listen. I hope it makes a difference. Let's bring justice home real soon. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to go listen back to my live to see what the fuck I said. All right, you guys. Love you all. God bless you all. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Good night, guys.